going, all my viewers? Welcome back to another competitive analysis video. Today we're going to be talking about how, Gloria, my Galarian Rapidash here, is not all that overpowered and, just average in terms of competitive capability. Alright, look, I love Ponyta, I love Rapidash, I love Galarian Ponyta, and I love Galarian Rapidash. Sadly, Galarian Rapidash is just average when it comes to competitive Pokemon and it comes to competitive battles. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it's really powerful. It's got some great moves. It's really fast. If we were to go take a look at its stats here. In fact, let's go quickly over to the stats here. You'll see that Galarian Rapidash is very fast. It's a very fast Pokemon. It has a 105 in the speed. It's got a pretty good attack stat. What with being in the 100 area. As far as defenses go, they could be better. It's got an 80 in special defense, 70 in physical defense, and HP could also be a little bit better, but it's only a 65. But sadly, that's the same thing that when you go over to regular Rapidash, it has the same exact stats. So it hasn't really changed all that much since its Kanto form. Galarian Rapidash is just an average competitive Pokemon. It's a good, reliable Pokemon, but it's not going to be the Pokemon that you're going to bring into every single battle. I hate to admit it to myself, but that's just sadly how it is. However, it does have access to a unique ability that Galarian Rapidash didn't have. Like, if you go Kanto Rapidash. If you go to Kanto Rapidash for your competitive Pokemon battles, you'd have no choice but to give it like 4 specific moves, strap a choice item onto it, and hope for the best. Same thing with Galarian Rapidash. It's sadly gonna have that same playstyle, but unlike Kanto Rapidash, where you either had to run Flame Body and hope your opponent would like fake you out, or go for physical attacks that didn't one-hit KO you, which sadly happened a lot with Kanto Rapidash, especially when you come up against legendaries. They just one-shot Kanto Rapidash, and it had kind of useless abilities when it came to Runaway and Flash Fire. Kind of useless in the competitive setting. Who's gonna hit a Rapidash with a fire attack? Only way you can get away with that is if you deliberately throw in like a grass type or an ice type, a really powerful grass or ice type, then swap in Rapidash for that fire attack. But sadly, that rarely, if ever, happened. However, Galarian Rapidash has access to a unique ability in the Pastel Veil. And I had like this one battle where my opponent was trying to Toxic Stall me, but I just swapped in Galarian Rapidash and it instantly shut his strategy down, and he had no choice but to basically go for the attack, which played into my playstyle. But regardless, let's go back to the moves that Galarian Rapidash has access to. In fact, we're gonna swap over to my Galarian Rapidash here. Now, as you can see there, she's got a choice item, which sadly, you're gonna have to fix that real quick. The screen was going down, going to sleep. Wake up! As you can see here, my Galarian Rapidash has access to the choice item. I'm going to give it a choice band, increase its physical attack, but it's going to lock it into one move. But that's okay, because like I said, Galarian Rapidash only has one real playstyle, and that's to go for a choice item and hope for the best. Give it as diverse a move pool as possible, and just hope for the best, sadly. I'm going to go here for an Adamant nature. Obviously, my Galarian Rapidash here is not at level 50, but then again, all battles are pretty much level 50 unless you specifically set to no limits or something. But regardless, Adamant Nature, max speed, max physical attack is what you're going to be wanting to go for here when it comes to the EV spread. As for moves here, I've got like 4 moves here. Got Psycho Cut here for stab damage, plus a chance to get some critical hits. Got the high horsepower, because why not have high horsepower on a Rapidash? It just makes so much sense. It's also so glad they decided to give Rapidash that move. And it has some good coverage with the ground typing as well. Get rid of some of those rock types, those pesky rock types. for your fire Pokemon, as well as helps you deal with the electric types. Play Rough here for the stab damage. Again, stab damage, Play Rough, gonna go for that. It doesn't really learn any other fairy type moves that are physical. In fact, I think this is the only physical one here. You can go for a timid nature. You can go for a timid nature Rapidash as well, but then you'll have to use the choice specs. And as you saw earlier, Rapidash does not have as strong a special attack as it does a physical attack. Regardless, and last but not least, I have Mega Horn on my Rapidash. It learns this as a later move, or not later move, but an early move that you can unlock via the move relearner. So this is pretty much it. This is pretty much all my Rapidash has going for it. It's a good, reliable set when it comes to competitive battles. But like I said, Rapidash is not that, ace Pokemon you're going to be relying on 100% of the time. It doesn't have the muscle to take a lot of hits. It can't really deal a ton of damage. But, with a little bit of help, give it the choice item and it can do some work for you if necessary. And if you decide to go for the Gigantamax, or the Gigantamax, oh my goodness, I wish Rapidash had a Gigantamax for. But if you go for Dynamax, you can really give it some muscle, some power, especially if you're using those choice items. You can actually, switch out of a choice item without, or not switch out of a choice item, but switch out of a move if you're using a choice item by Dynamaxing your Galarian Rapidash, or in fact any Pokemon, and then waiting for the 3 turns to end. Then you can just use whatever move you want with the choice item if your Pokemon survives that. Learned that out yesterday. But yes, this is Galarian Rapidash in a nutshell. It's average, it's meh, it's a good, reliable Pokemon. It's not that Pokemon that you're going to be bringing into every single battle, alright? It's just not going to happen. You're never going to bring in Galarian Rapidash and win every single battle, but it has options to give you. It's reliable and it can do some stuff if you give it the chance. As for moves, yeah, I've already discussed them over. Like I said, here you got the Mega Horn here, high damage, little bit of accuracy loss. Later on down the line, if you go over to the TMs here, like I said, you can actually give it bounce. It learns Psycho Cut upon evolution. It's a good, reliable stab move. However, if you really want some damage options, well, also there's Smart Strike if you want some tech there. Also very funny, it can learn Mystical Fire. Very weird that it can learn Mystical Fire. Of all the fire type moves it gets, it learns Mystical Fire. It's a weird TM it can learn. However, as I was saying, it can learn some other moves here. It gets access to the Iron Tail as well, high steel attack, physical attack, with some very low accuracy with the 75 there. It gains access to the Zen Headbutt there if you really want to go for a stronger physical attack and you're willing to take that little bit of accuracy loss. It has access to some other moves as well. Like I said here, we got the Drill Run here. If you're willing to take a tiny bit of accuracy loss in exchange for the 80 power, but like I said, high horsepower. If you're gonna take that small accuracy loss, why not just go for the stronger one, which is the high horsepower? But what Drill Run offers is a higher crit chance. Play Rough, as I said here. There's your TR there if you want some high stab damage for your fairy typing, as well as physical attack damage. Dazzling Gleam, I don't know why you'd be running a special attacking Rapidash, but hey, if you're gonna run that, Dazzling Gleam's your answer. It also gets access to Throat Chop, a very powerful a dark type that's good for your ghosts. It's really good there. It also helps you deal with other psychic type Pokemon. So if you want to go for a Throat Chop there, there you go. And for any reason, let's say you're using Galarian Rapidash and you're going for the stat boost actually, if you're Dynamaxing and you're just going for certain moves that will increase your defenses or whatever. Guess what Rapidash gets? That's right. Baton Pass, people. Baton Pass is a TR in this game. Oh my goodness, so many Pokemon can probably get access to Baton Pass there. Probably go for some shenanigans. But regardless, I hope you all consider using Galarian Rapidash. Remember, it's not the greatest competitive Pokemon, but it does have options you can use. And it's a good, reliable Pokemon, especially if you're just getting into competitive battles. You can't go wrong with the Galarian Rapidash. And it does have access to, like I said, that ability, where is it? I can't find it. There we go. It does have access to the ability Pastel Veil, so it's not the, most diverse ability options you could have on your team. But hey, maybe you run into that one person who just wants to Toxic Stall you. Pastel Veil saved your bacon every day in that regard. Like, literally, you can just throw in Rapidash for one turn, then swap it back out. And guess what? The Pastel Veil will not only protect your Pokemon from being poisoned, it also cures the Pokemon from if they're poisoned. Especially if it's swapped on that turn. Like the instant Galarian Rapidash or Galarian Ponyta hit the field and that Pastel Veil is activated, it cures all Pokemon on your side of the field of the poison. Regardless, I hope you all make use of this Galarian Rapidash. I'll see you all next time.